As the United States continues to battle the coronavirus or COVID-19, a lot of people find themselves out of work or have cut hours. Okay, so last month, March of 2020, over 3 million unemployment claims were filed in 1 month, just to give you an idea of how bad at hard times people have fallen on. And a lot of people ask themselves how they can make more income in these hard times. And one of the ideas that I have for them, if they have money put away that they don't need immediately, is trying bank bonuses. Okay, a lot of people do this. Graham Stephan, Ask Sebi cover this. And bank bonuses are essentially opening up a checking account or a savings account with a specific bank like Chase, KeyBank, Fifth Third, and whatnot, and parking that money momentarily while getting a sign-up bonus for it. Okay? And people can earn a lot of money with these bank bonuses. All right? A lot of them require either direct deposits or parking and depositing a lot of money at one of their accounts. Okay? And, a lot of people, especially in regards to the checking account, they may not have a direct deposit. Because when we think of direct deposit, we think of a money given to us by our job, okay? That's directly deposited into our checking account. Well, there's a way to circumvent this, and that is doing ACH transactions, which is automatic clearinghouse transactions, which is basically transferring money from one checking account to another. That qualifies. So say that you have and I'm going to use an example that I have recently, all right? So my sign-up bonus for a checking account at KeyBank was deposit, one transaction, have a $500 deposit or more, and get $500, okay? So basically, $500 deposit, or $600 deposit, or whatever it is, it has to be at least $500 within the first 60 days of opening the checking account, and you get $500. So you're basically doubling your money just by depositing that amount of money, okay? And, you can either be targeted for a lot of these offers, or they could be public offers, okay? One good site to check is Doctor of Credit. They have a good list that they compiled of all the current banking bonuses. So I'll put a link in the description box below for some examples. Okay, so some of them are only eligible if you're targeted. Another caveat is some of them are targeted to people in specific states. Okay, so for example, Huntington Bank, which is pretty prominent bank in the Midwest, may not be available to you if you're a resident of California, for example. So you have to keep in mind that some of these banks are region restricted, okay? Also to keep in mind is the sign-up bonuses for a lot of these banks are taxed, okay? So at the end of the year, you will get a tax form, and you have to claim it as income. So that $500 that I'm going to get from KeyBank is going to be taxed, okay, at a specific rate depending on how much money I make that year, okay? So, banking bonuses, they're not really talked about enough on on a lot of travel channels, okay? And banking bonuses are great for people that have kind of hit the wall in terms of getting too many credit cards, okay? So people in the late game, we talk about credit cards in this channel a lot. People that are in the late game, where they can't really sign up for a lot of credit cards because they're over 524 or over 624 with Barclays, or they just have so many credit cards that they can't open up a new line of credit. It's good to get these sign-up bonuses for these checking account and savings account with these banks, because typically they're going to do a soft pull, which doesn't count in terms of 524 or 624 for a lot of these banks when opening up a travel credit card. But you're still getting money, and a lot of the time it's not a lot of work. I think for majority, you may ask yourself, okay, well, if I do this sign-up bonus for these banks for opening an account with them, can I close the account right after I get the bonus? Well, a lot of times you can't do that if you don't want to have a early termination fee. A lot of early termination fees are $25 to $50. It depends on which bank you're looking at. But just to be on the safe side, also a lot of banks have a 6-month rule where you have to keep the account open for 6 months to avoid that early termination fee. Or some banks, they claw back the points. They pull an American Express and they claw back the points that or money that you've earned with the sign-up bonus. So I would say a good rule of thumb is just keep it open for 6 months and just look at the stipulations in terms of fees, because a lot of these checking accounts, for example, have fees associated with them if you don't keep a certain balance or if you don't deposit a certain amount in a given month. Okay? So keep those in mind. I mean, those are typically pretty low, whereas if you even had the fee for 6 months every month, it would still be worth the sign-up bonus if it's over, $200 or $300. For me personally, I'm looking at a bank that has something at least $200, at least $250 for a sign-up bonus for a bank, okay? And I have a friend, for example, he makes thousands on just bank bonuses in a year. I think it was 4,000 or 5,000 in 1 year. So you can make some serious income if you have money that you're not using parked in a specific, just one bank account. You can kind of diversify your funds into other bank accounts and sometimes, at least in my case, double your money, which is really good, really smart. And, some people may say, well, it's hard to keep track of, but at the same time, even if you're giving just an hour or two dedicating to these banking bonuses, you're making, what, $100, $200 an hour. I mean, it's just crazy. So keep in mind these bank bonuses, they're really good, they're smart, okay? If you like this video, you like the content of this video, please subscribe to World Walker, comment below, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.